I'm Carrie Lovejoy Lawler, also known as Mama Lovejoy. We have Jenny Phelps today with us.
Hi.
And she is a potty training expert. I know when I think of potty training, I kind of go, oh crap, like we've done very little.
I'm the owner of Oh Crap Potty Training with Jenny. I'm a certified potty training expert who's trained by Jamie Glowacki, who's the author of the book Oh Crap Potty Training.
How do you know when a child is ready to potty train?
This is one of the biggest questions in potty training. I do have a recommended age range for potty training, which is 20 to 30 months. Most kids have mastered walking to a certain extent. Maybe you've already worked through some separation anxiety. You've hopefully focused on limit setting to a certain extent. They're physically capable at this point, and this is also before the strong individuation sets in. So I think most parents now have heard of the three-nager, the new word that's being floated around. Yeah, you want to get into the potty training before you hit that milestone.
Can you walk us through step by step the different stages of potty training and what to do in each of those stages?
You start out with naked time, and that can be bottomless too. It doesn't have to be like everything's naked. And you want to have the potty chair accessible for your child. You want to stay kind of close to home as much as you can. We're spending time with our child, observing them and waiting for those cues that indicate that the pee's about to come. And that's hard because it is different from child to child. So one of the biggest ones is like a deer in the headlights kind of look. And that may mean there's not much time for you to help them get there. You want to wait for that and then help them to the potty.
Okay.
So the second stage is Commando, which would be no underwear. My biggest tip for that stage is really just that you want, again, to make it as easy on them as possible. So you do want to use loose clothes, no zippers. Those first couple of stages of potty training are really the crux of it. So once you move forward from there, it's much more variable from child to child. So at some point you'll move to underwear. For us, that was actually 2 weeks in. For a lot of people, it takes longer than that.
What tips do you have for getting out of the house with a child who's in the process of potty training or who just learned potty training?
So it is a little nerve-wracking the first couple of times you go out with a freshly potty trained child. The biggest recommendation I have is to get a travel potty. A lot of kids are scared of the big potties, and it takes time to transition. So I think it's too much to expect of them to just go, a lot of adults don't like using public bathrooms. So,
yeah, no kidding.
I think that's a lot to expect a young kid to do. The other couple things that are really good to do would be to pee before you leave, or at least try to pee before you leave. And whether you get a good pee in before you go or not, you always want to show the bathroom wherever you go. So toddlers kind of don't necessarily have in their brain that there's a bathroom everywhere you go. So when you're going to the grocery store, go straight to the back of the store, show them the potty so they can visualize it and see that it's tangible and real and there, and then it's going to be much easier for them to connect the dots. They can tell you that they need to go. A lot of parents do just daytime potty training first and then wait on the night and nap. You can look for your child to start staying dry consistently, and that's a good indication. But some kids really just never do that, so they need an extra nudge of taking the diapers off in order to help them through that. So if you're hitting like age 3, age 3 and a half, then that's when you would want to start attending to that process. The other big tip I can give you for night training is, and nap also, is just starting to limit liquids before night and nap.
Oh, that's a good idea. Now, do you suggest putting a pee pad underneath them?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, like make it as easy on them as possible. Make it as easy on you as possible.
Yes.
So what I really want parents to know is that you can do this, that potty training doesn't have to be crazy, that it should fit into what you're already doing as a parent. And if you think of it that way, it kind of brings all of the anxiety down a notch. I want you to be as excited about potty training, about helping your child to learn how to use the potty as you were when you were giving your child those first spoonfuls of solid food.
Oh, sure.
You know, so most parents are really excited about that and look forward to it, and I think that the same can be true of potty training. So rather than thinking, oh crap, you know, it's time to potty train, you can say, oh wow, I'm so excited, it's time to help my child through this process.